So, this is Ramashababu Pragdananda, also known as Pragg, a 17-year-old chess prodigy from India who is playing among the top players, including Magnus and Hikaru. This is an astounding game from the World Cup Chess 2023 versus Maxime Lagarde, not to be confused with Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, MVL, who is at 2700. This guy is 2600, which is still a super high rating, but 100 points is a pretty big difference. So we have Maxime going e4, and Pragg responds with e5. This is probably the craziest attack that I've seen in quite a long time, so get ready. It starts off with knight f3 and knight c6. Bishop b5 makes it a Spanish game, the Ruy Lopez. And we have knight to e7, defending the knight. Now if you take, we take back, and we're still defending this pawn. So we have knight out, defending our pawn. And we have knight to g6. Now he did move this knight twice pretty early, so you have to take advantage of that by pushing early in the center. Now we take with the knight, takes back with the knight, takes the knight with the pawn, and queen takes. Now this queen is very active, and all your pieces are developed really well, which you need to undermine. So you attack the bishop that's too far out, and the bishop drops back to e2. And now this queen is very active, eyeing on this pawn, so you cannot develop your bishop, or you take here, and it would not be good for black. So we have queen to b6, and white does not want to trade queens, so they drop their queen back to d3, and we have bishop e2 or e7 now, sorry, by Pragg, and now we have f4, which is not the right idea. White was supposed to play castling and then play f4 because it would be defended by the rook at that point, but we play f4 first, and castles by Pragg, not immediately capitalizing with d5, but he does see it in a second here after his opponent plays h4 and misses the idea of d5 now. So we have d5, which he should have played a second earlier, and now h6 after spending about 7 moves. You can see down here he's pretty low on time already, but we have h5, and now d takes e4 and attacking the queen, leaving the knight hanging, but a queen is worth more than a knight, so you have to move your queen out of the way. Now we're attacking the knight with the pawn and queen, and we jump the knight to h4, an amazing move that I would never see ever, really. We have rook takes, bishop takes, queen takes, and you're trading 2 pieces for a rook, which doesn't seem terrible, so he goes for it, but instead of taking back, which would be not the best move and would give white an advantage in this position, he plays queen g1, checking the king now. His queen has infiltrated this side. It's attacking the bishop, it's attacking the pawn. It's threatening to go like queen e3 or something here later if it's not defended. So we have pawn to e3 now, cementing this queen in here. This pawn's defended by the queen, and we're still attacking the rook here. Gonna notice that, right? Because that's being attacked, and my queen is infiltrating here, so it looks really scary for white. If you didn't have this evaluation bar, you might not even know that you're winning if you're black here, because your pieces are all still back here, and your queen and pawn are forward, but he drops his knight back to try to attack the pawn with all of his pieces, and we have rook over, sliding over. Now if bishop takes, we're still defending the pawn with the rook, but we have king forwards, now literally attacking this pawn with every piece we have, just trying to kill it. And now bishop to e6, just developing all the pieces. We're going to slide this rook over to the middle. We're going to have these 2 center files open, and we're probably just going to put our bishops here. We're going to be eyeing down this side. It's going to be really good for black in a second here. We have b3 by white here, which now allows black to go here, threatening this rook and this rook at the same time, which is not what he plays immediately, but he does play it in a second. We now have rook d8, threatening something like this, or threatening like lots here. You don't even know if you're white. You're kind of scared of everything here. We have taking the pawn, and now bishop here, forking the rooks, although this one has been attacked the whole time. We have rook over, and now bishop to e5, attacking this pawn, which is actually defended right now, but it's pinned, so it's not actually defending this pawn. And we have these two rooks in the center here. The open files, like I said, are amazing, and these bishops are just killing his opponent right now. Can't do anything, he's attacking this rook. Now we have queen drops back, which is a big mistake by his opponent. We take the rook now, and you cannot take the queen because I don't know why. What happened? Take the queen. We have checkmate in one with bishop g4. That's crazy. Sacrificing the queen for checkmate. So you're sacrificing your queen for checkmate because if they take here, you go bishop here, and it's actually checkmate. So you cannot take the queen here. So he decides to take the bishop instead. And now we have bishop taking here because this knight's not actually defending it because it's pinned. Now we have queen takes the rook, rook takes back, and now that the knight is not pinned anymore, we can take the bishop, and now we have a queen and a rook versus a rook and 3 pieces, which is better for black because you have the queen, and the queen can fork the pieces quite easily. We have queen c5 and knight to e3. We play rook over, pinning the knight, and king goes to f3 here. We have queen d4, threatening something like this, check, and threatening the rook. So you have to move your king out of the way, back into the pin. He probably didn't want to go there, but he wanted to defend his knight here. But we have queen to c5, and kind of just repeating moves until Pragg realizes that he's winning, and he takes on h5. Now we have g4 attacking the queen. Queen to h1, check. Now we have king g3, and rook jumping into the action. Now we have bishop d2, developing the bishop, allowing the rook to go here. Maybe something like this, attacking the rook. Maybe your rook falls. That's actually not that good. But now your rook is open to attack the queen in a second, and you're defending your bishop with the rook. We have h5 by Pragg, which is an amazing move, attacking this pawn, hoping that white takes, and white did take here. Now after you take back with the queen, you're going to play something like this, and it's going to be over really quick. And now we have rook to e1 for white, and rook g6. King drops to f2, and we have queen h4 check. Now the king is getting hunted. It runs back up to f3. We have queen g3 check, and now king to e4, rook over, and now mistake by Maxime defending this bishop that got attacked by the rook, but that wasn't Pragg's real idea. His real idea was checkmate. He's threatening the king with the pawn. If you take back, we have queen here, you go king over, we go queen here, checkmate. If you go king e5, we go queen g6 anyways. No matter what you do, we go queen e6, checkmate. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.